Posture 4, sharing grace and truth with others. So by now you've spent 3 weeks in grace and truth. You've talked about it and recognized how you speak it to yourself, how it sounds in your own head. You've wrestled with watching Jesus speak grace and truth, how he worked with the disciples, but also how he worked with people that he just met on the road in healings and other different ways. Now you're going to focus on sharing grace and truth with others. So the way that we share this with others is really we live it from within ourselves. So I'm actually not in control of where you are on the matrix. Like, it's actually not my responsibility to figure out how to get you to where you need to be. What is my responsibility, what does fall in the realm of my control, is where I am. So my job in sharing grace and truth with others is actually to first make sure that I'm postured in the right place. Am I in call out? Am I in hangout? Am I in checkout? Am I waiting for you to do something other than what you're doing so that I can be other than how I'm being? And so the first check in sharing grace and truth with others is figuring out our posture. Where am I? What needs to happen so that I can be in grace and truth? What do I need to repent from? And it's always within me. I don't ever need somebody else to do something so that I can be something. I am something. And from being who I am, I then can interact and share and have healthy conversations with other people. So your first responsibility in being in grace and truth with others is to be in grace and truth with yourself. Right? You get yourself into the posture of high grace and high truth, and then you begin to dig in with the people around you as far as grace and truth and what that means. And so the reason that this is important is having grace and truth conversations is because this is how we grow in relationship and responsibility. So I'm in relationship, right? Like, let's say we're in relationship with one another. I also have a responsibility to you. Like, if my relationship to you is just to fix you, then I don't really have if I'm only friends with you to fix you, I don't really have a relationship with you. I have a relationship with the version of you I'm trying to create. But likewise, if I am in a relationship with you and I don't care anything about who you're becoming or what you're doing, I have no investment in your being, then I don't really have a relationship with you. I have a relationship with this person that I don't have any investment in, that I don't have any commitment to, that I don't have any say with. I'm just a relationship with whatever. And then if I'm in checkout, if I'm in a relationship, but I put up walls. I just don't really care, right? Like, I'm disconnected. I have walls here. You don't have my heart. I have walls here. You don't have my work. I'm not going to give you my heart. I'm not going to give you my time. I'm not going to give you my work. I'm just going to put this little wall between you. But the way that we're actually called to be in high grace and high truth with others means that we have a relationship and a responsibility. Now, I'm not in charge of you, right? I'm not responsible for you, but I have a responsibility to walk with you as you pursue God's best for your life. I have a responsibility to your well-being. And so in high grace and high truth, I connect to you, high grace, right? I give you all that I am, but I also speak truth to you. I stay all who I am, and I follow the true north that is Jesus, right? He is the way, the truth, and the life. There is no way to life outside of him. And so I work to be connected to you right where you are, but also to invite you to the spaces that I know he has for you. I'm committed to discerning what that looks like for me, but I'm also committed to discerning what that looks like for you. I'm committed to honesty. I'm committed to integrity. I'm committed to hard conversations. I'm committed to not yelling and dominating and calling out and critiquing. I don't need you to get it together. I also don't need you to not care about anything. I don't need you to just do whatever you feel like doing. But it's this unique blend of like, oh, I'm going to love you enough to actually meet you in your reality, but also bring truth into that reality. The truth about how you're coming off, the truth about how the way that you speak makes me feel, but also the truth about where is God, what is he doing, what is he saying, what is your invitation, and have truthful conversations. And in grace and truth, it's not always us coming at someone as much as it's us sitting around with someone. So like, the defenses that come up when someone comes at us, they don't have to come up when we're speaking grace and truth with each other, because what we realize when we're speaking grace and truth with one another, what we realize is we are as most valuable. We're most valuable as this team sitting around this table. When you're at your best and you're at your best and you're at your best and I'm at my best and you're at your best, we can operate at our best for the kingdom. We can operate at our best as a family. We can operate at our best as a marriage. We're on the same team. And so because we're on the same team, we can battle this together and not battle against one another. And so speaking grace and truth to one another in a conversation is actually a conversation that leaves us empowered and motivated. And it brings us closer together, even when it's hard, even when we don't fully understand. And even sometimes when we don't even fully agree, we can walk away from a grace and truth conversation feeling more connected and more committed.